Hello, I'm Matt Schwartz with Schwartz Insurance Group, again with Shelley Kuussalo, who has been on our team for a long time, but right now off contending with a disability. And we were talking about life insurance, and you wanted to share a little bit about just the experience that you've had because, a lot of employers, us as an employer are similar to many who provided a basic life benefit, and then some employers offer a voluntary life benefit. But you kind of experienced a scenario in terms of what is available or what isn't available as you move forward.
Right, Matt. I did not realize that I would not be able to port my life insurance policy, mainly because I was on disability coverage already. And that was just something that I wasn't aware of. So we looked into the contract a little more and saw that there are options for portability with evidence of insurability, and then there was the option for conversion policies.
So just to touch on, we said in most employer contracts are going to have, there's two features that are built into many. One is portability, which is basically the ability to continue the same policy at the same price for a limited amount of time. And as you said, sometimes those have underwriting. You have to qualify for that. The other is a concept called conversion, which is where you take your policy and you convert it into a permanent policy, and it's guaranteed, but it's more expensive.
Right.
And so while that option is there, I guess the awareness that we were talking about is you want to be aware of what that is, because you're used to paying a certain amount for the policy you have if you have voluntary life, but you may or may not be able to continue that. The basic life you have, again, may cost you, if you want to convert it, you can do it, but it may be a little pricey. So we're talking about, just thinking about your own situation, what you may need to think about just personally.
Right, and I think it's a good awareness as to why you may, or anyone may want to purchase a life insurance policy on your own away from work. Because it will not, that would not be touched by your employee benefits, and it would be something that if you have gotten it, and been approved for it, before you have any issues, which is the purpose of life insurance, that will still be there in place for you without being attached to any caveats like disability.
And I know we talk about the fact that, what you have at work, you have at work, and, a lot of times there are situations where you ought to have your own policy outside. Because you may end up not working forever, which or you may end up with a situation where you don't you don't have a you've got the option, but it may be a more expensive option to continue your protection. So
right, and I just wanted everyone to be aware that that there are circumstances that change the terms of it a little bit, and for me that was eye opening, but we worked through it, and I just wanted to make it aware to anybody else who might have that same situation.
Well, again, you've been generous in sharing about your own situation so that others can learn from it, and we appreciate you doing so.
Thanks, Matt.